Alright everyone, so for those of you who have just run into this video, this is the first video of my channel, and I thought it'd be a good idea to do a game. Not just any game, this one's in early access. I picked it up about 2 months ago, but my old PC bit the big one and I had to get a new one, which I had to build, which was an interesting experience, and nearly didn't go right, but well, here I am. So let's get into this. Now I've actually played a few hours of this already, so I know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna go with a new character because I think it's just an interesting way of going about the video. I don't think it'd be a very good idea to jump in with a character that I've got a few hours with. So here we go. Okay, so go with Philandians. What they do is it gives you 20% more XP to your troops in battle, which is very, very handy. The Empire's pretty good as well. They're good for like sieges, but honestly I just like getting the best troops out from the get-go. I just wish there was a way to make that cheaper, but hey. Yeah, I can edit his voice pitch. Well, now this sounds of a go. That actually doesn't sound as hilarious as I thought. Because you can make it ridiculously tall if you want and really small. It's like, my goodness, it's with that. It's crazy. I'll go with the deep voice. Yeah, that's a good voice. No, gotta find a funny one here. There we go. Hairstyles. Oh, perfect. There we go. And then give him the biggest bushy beard in the world. Alright, now this is an easy choice from the get-go. Go with Baron's Retainers. You get 10 skill level and also a focus point in riding and polearm. That's very useful from the get-go. Also you get an attribute point towards social, which again is quite useful because with leadership you use that to command your troops and you get like special perks in relation to that. Same with charm, really. That's also very, very handy, and there's a really ridiculously broken way to get really high levels with charm, which I'm sure I'll get into when we play this. I'll probably go with, as a child I was known for my way with people, because you get 10 skill level in both charm and leadership and a focus point, which is handy, and then you get another attribute point towards social, which is really good. As for this, I'll go with smithing and engineering, because you'd actually be surprised at how much smithing you end up doing. I like breaking down any weapons that I've got that I don't really want. So I'm going to go with that, smithing and engineering, and also an attribute point of intelligence, which is also pretty handy. And then I think, yeah, go train with the cavalry. That gives you points towards tactics and steward. It's quite handy, but that's actually a tough one. No, I'll go train with the cavalry. That gives you another focus point in riding and also pole arms, which, you know, again, it's pretty handy. Then I'll go with you led a successful manhunt, 10 skill level, and a focus point in both tactics and leadership. Means that I will have 20 skill level in leadership, 1 skill level in tactics, I'll have 2 in riding and 2 in pole arms, with 1 in engineering. I think there is another option. Yes, there is. Yeah, I'll probably go for you subdue the raider, because then I can get a skill point at least in one-handed and athletics. Athletics is good for when you're not on a horseback, which in siege battles you would imagine it would actually be something that you'd be doing a lot. The names you can come up with. I'm gonna go with something silly. Oh God, what do I go with? Nah. Okay. This is a tough one. I'm never good at picking names. Terrible at making decisions. Okay, screw it. Gotta call him a line. Yeah. I just keep these things as they are. I like to have a fairly easygoing game. Call me a wuss if you want, but that's just me. I'm sure a lot of you will be playing this game in a different way. Okay. I'm actually, and I know I say I played this game, but I'm gonna play the tutorial, just to show you guys what it's like. Just gonna get rid of that thing. It basically says use the WASD keys. It's a PC game. We know WASD keys. You don't have to tell me. Right, what do we do? Sword. Right, here we go. Oh, bloody hell. It tells you to go one way, but the actual... Come on then. There we go. Yeah, apparently, like, even though it's saying go that way, but when I do, it's not. That's something, I know it's in early access, so you know, there's things that they're gonna work out, but that's something they need to work out properly, because it's telling me to do one thing, but then I'm doing the thing it tells me to do, and apparently that's the wrong thing. It's a bit silly. For the advanced stuff, there's the spear. Go for the spear first. Now these ones are very simple. You just gotta beat them. It's actually quite easy. It's not against this guy because there's a shield, so it's about timing. Like that. Sometimes you get lucky and he opens himself up, and then sometimes he just stands around like a lemon and doesn't do anything. Like that. Come on. Just die already. There we go. There you go. It really is that simple. Okay. What next? Sword. Just on its own. Not very good defending with just a sword. Ow. Just get a good hit on the head there. Oh, got all turned around there. Alright, yeah, I've been. What am I doing? Okay. I am terrible at defending with two-handed. I am absolutely appalling. Right. This, and then we go over the ranged training. There we go. Right, now time to beat him. Now this is usually a bit easier because I am sword and shield, but honestly my performance at the moment's been a bit terrible. There we go. Say that and I've beaten quite easily. Right, so we go over the ranged stuff. This is the stuff which I'm a bit better at, if I'm completely honest. But I'm terrible at throwing weapons. I don't know, it's in this game, and it is the same with Mountain Blade on the Mount and Blade Warband, the first game, is the throwing weapons have a bit of a dip, and you got to kind of compensate, aim higher than you would expect to, because there is an element of the realism in the way the weapons work, like that. Oh, still too low. Oh, bloody hell. There we go. Ah, bloody hell. God. Alright, nope. Yep, there we go. Nope. Nope. There we go. Crossbow next. Crossbow is quite easy to use because they have very little to no dip, so you can get away with aiming almost directly on. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Crossbow is my better. Is my more favourite weapon. Problem is you can't use it on horseback. Well, you can, but you can't reload it on horseback, which is annoying. But makes sense, I suppose. I mean, it takes 2 hands to reload a crossbow. Another thing about the bows is quite similar to the crossbows is they don't dip as much either, which is not what I was expecting, because in Warband I remember clearly that the bows often had quite a dip on them, even if you hadn't much training with it, especially if you hadn't much training with it. But the bows seem to be actually quite accurate. And there we go. Now we'll do the mounted stuff. So yeah, mounted spear. It's that one. You do take a time penalty when you miss one of these, which is a little bit annoying. But as long as I can get them all, I think I should only get about 10 seconds, which is okay. There we go. I mind getting 20 seconds off. And I only missed 2. God damn. Okay. Okay, so sword next. Probably gonna be worse on the horse, but we'll see. Yeah, already missed one. God, I'm terrible. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, nice. Ah. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, there we go. Nope. That's not how we do that, is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, God. Yeah, this was terrible. Yeah, that's appalling. That's just still faster somehow. Okay. So yeah, archery next. Now usually I'm pretty good at this, but it's pretty simple. You just go around. Oh. Nope, that's one missed. And just hit the targets as you go past. Oh, bloody hell. There we go. Ah. Forget you can't really aim properly on that side. So I've missed quite a few targets. God. Doing so poorly. Nope. There we go. Okay, there we go. And then you do. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do this. You just usually you would just hold the tab button to leave. But another thing is, you can talk to your brother, and then say, "Yep, let's get going." Okay, so there you go. So that's something that the tutorial does. It sends you to this place. It also tells you that you can do this. Just gonna get that out of the way. Well, wants me to zoom out of them. There we go. So yeah, just click on there. That's where we've got to go. Thankfully, what it's done is it's been so kind to mark it off for us. Okay. Nope, nope. Oh, right, it's over there. It's weird. It's usually over there. Here I am just trampling through the fields, not a care in the world. They don't seem to be bothered. We need help. Some raiders have taken our younger brother and sister captive. We think they may have passed. Basically, what's happened here is, obviously, we don't know where your characters come from, but he has a family, and I've tried this sort of different because I've tried this with Empire. The brother and sister tends to have a different name, and the brother that you're with, the elder brother, he tends to have a name that's kind of, fits in with the culture he's with. So in this case, we gotta find his younger brother and sister who've been taken by some nasty people. Okay, so yeah, like I say, you can just hold tab down here. Gonna recruit some troops. Now, at the end of the tutorial, these troops will not be mine because they're broken. Yeah, they're ridiculous. In fact, most of the time I don't even need to get into combat with them. I can just let them go rampant and I can just sit around doing nothing, which is, it's handy, but you don't play Mountain Blade just to let everyone do the job for you. Okay, glad to see you found what you needed. About that matter I mentioned earlier. Well, we last saw him a few days ago. He was carrying some sort of chest, which he was very mysterious about. He was on some sort of quest, he said, though wouldn't tell us more. He set off on the road just a few hours before the raiders came through here. Well, he's not really a worldly type, just the kind of fellow who stumbled around into a trap and let himself be captured. Worried about him. If you can keep an eye out for him, this Tactios, yeah, we'd be grateful. Maybe if he's alive and well, he'll tell you a little bit more about his quest. That quest, funnily enough, is pretty much the main story quest. Basically, it sets you up to either you can become the emperor, or you can. It's a flag that you have. You can either keep it yourself, or you can give it to one of the rulers of, because there's different. I'll zoom out here. There's different nations, like with Warband, but different. In the purples here, this is all the various forms of the Empire. So you've got, I think this is the Western Empire. Yes, yeah, Western Empire, Northern Empire, and Southern Empire. You've got the Battanians, I think it's Battanians, up here. So you can give it to their leader. You've got the Valandians, which are basically proto-Swadians from Warband. And they have a ruler, you can give it to him. These are basically a mix between the Nords and the Vagirs in the in Warband. They're basically the Kurgats, but before they were the Kurgats. So think Mongols, horse archers, lots of cavalry. And then that is basically kind of like it's the Saronids from Warband, but they're not called that. They're called the I'm trying to remember what they're called actually. Let's have a look in the thing here. Kingdoms. Azarai, that's what they're called. So yeah, so back to where we were. We got a few raiders to kill. Now, usually with quest-based troops that you've got to deal with, they have an exclamation mark beside them, which is handy, because with Warband, it wasn't always easy to tell which missions you had to do. I found it could be actually quite confusing sometimes. But with this, they've been a bit more handy about it. And there's a lot more sort of flexibility in the way they've done the tooltips. So yeah, I mean, it's telling you in the tutorial here what you can do is just get your army to charge. But in battle, I like to do different tactics. Especially if I have an infantry, I just tend to put a shield wall, let the enemy come to me, and then when they get too close, I charge them down. I don't even know if it has really an impact on the way that combat turns out, but I would like to think that it does at least play some part. Oh god. Oh no. It's fine. As I said, the troops they give you, they give you cavalry from the get-go, and I guess it's meant to be easy because it's the tutorial. There's the other ones, but they're broken. They just run around and they kill everything. I'm gonna get killed in a minute. Oh yes, yeah, look at that. I'm actually get that one. Yeah, spear and shield. That's the way to go on horseback. Especially when I get my warhorse later on. I'll be able to couch lances. That's another thing that I like about this game. Of course, in Man Blade Warband, there was certain mods that would let you couch lances. And there we go, with the battle. Yeah, Warband would let you couch lances, but it was only with certain mods. Whereas with this, they've made it a feature, which is nice. It adds a more realistic aspect to fighting, especially with a spear. So like a lancer kind of thing. You would expect couching to be a thing. So yeah, won the battle, gained some renown. Renown's something that's very important in this game. A lot like Warband, but even more so. It's a way that you sort of improve your clan, you improve your family, and you get more perks related to that. You can become a mercenary, you can become a vassal, and even later that you can become king yourself. You can rule your own kingdom, which I think that's the way I want to go. I mean, wouldn't you? it's the more fun route to go down. So yeah, you not looting all of this doesn't really matter in the tutorial because I'm pretty sure that it all leaves your inventory after the tutorial's finished. So what I'm going to do is do this sub one. Again, you have to beat them, and also another thing I noticed, which is pretty cool. If you attack raiders when they're near a village, they technically spawn in that village, so you end up having to fight them in the village, which is nice. It makes the battles feel less repetitive, which I think is something that was a problem with Warband in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved Warband, but 37 damage, bloody hell. I would just like to point out that I'm level 1 here, people. Like I said, like spears on horseback are broken. Because, again, the speed that you go at plays in some way the amount of damage that you do. So it multiplies the damage by, I think it's like a factor of 2. Like times, like double the damage essentially. So it can, with lances, the damage can be ridiculous. So yeah, there we go. again, I'll loot everything, just because, you know, it's a force of habit and it's never a bad idea. Okay, now I know there was another one over here, so I'm running. Where are you? Ah, there he is. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get him charging again. It's you know, the best strategy for it. Oh, missed him that time. There you go. Ah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Right, so, what I think we'll do here, again, just loot everything. Okay, so yeah, this is that Tactios guy that the person in that village mentioned. So yeah, I realised I just skipped a bunch of the dialogue there, but oh well. I could feel the signs of heat stroke creeping up, and I told them, but they just flogged me more. If your group hadn't come along, maybe I have a way to thank you properly. We're looking for two children captured by the raiders. Can you tell us anything? I'm afraid I haven't seen any of the children, but after our caravan was attacked, the chief of the raiders, the one they call Radagos, took and rode off with our more valuable belongings, including a chest that I had. He seemed to be controlling more than one band raiding around this area. If this lot has your kin, then I think he'd be the one to know. And since I have nothing of value left to repay your help, I'll tell you this. If you do catch up with and defeat that ruffian, you may be able to recover my chest. It contains a valuable ornament, which I was told could be of great value if you knew where to sell it. I was trying to find out more about it, but as I say, I've had all of my urge for travelling flogged out of me. Right now, I don't think I'd venture more than 20 paces from a well as long as I live. We'll keep that in mind. It doesn't look like much. I suspect this lot would give it away for a few coins, but I got it from a mercenary whom I treated once and swore it was related to Neretti's folly. I don't know what that means, except that Neretti's was of course the emperor who died in battle some years back. Maybe you can find its true value. Thanks for saving me again. I hope our paths will cross again. Okay. I'm actually going to do something that I would ordinarily do. All of that stuff I've got in my inventory. I'm going to sell that for some money. Also, I've just realised I have access to some perks. It's a good idea. Basically, when you hit certain levels, you get access to these perks. What you do, click on it, and sometimes there'll be two options. I mean, you see here, it's two options, and you pick. So, with this one, you only have one option, which is you get your hit points increased by 3. That you know, that can mean a lot. That's actually a very important thing. And so I think we can pick a focus point. I think I'm gonna put it in pole arms because I seem to be dishing out a lot of damage with that, more than I was expecting actually. Yeah, so this is one of the cities in the game. It belongs to the Southern Empire. Oh, okay. I did not realize. Okay, no mind. So I can't do that. Okay. Well, just you can. Another handy thing is you can fast forward when you're heading to a place, and basically, yeah, gets you there quicker. So attack the hideout. Now, hideouts are usually quite difficult, but again, like I say, you're starting sort of army, even though this won't be my army for long. They are quite broken, so they'll be able to do the job. So what we do is we press F1, press F2, get them to follow. Basically what happens if anyone thinks it's a good idea to attack me, those guys, well, yeah, you'll see. Nice. Don't mind if I, yes. Okay. So yeah, with these hideouts, they sort of tend to be in the same areas, but sometimes can be some differences. Right, in this case, there is one there. Just let my guys deal with it. I'm too low level at this point to really do anything. Oh, I didn't realise I still... Oh, okay, that's cool. So I've got the sword that I picked up. It's in my inventory. And I've still got the sword that I get as my base character. Okay, there's not one up there. Sometimes you do get one up there, but in this case, not necessarily so. Over there, yeah, I can see one there. Never mind. Okay. The last one. There we go. Now this is the boss battle. I wouldn't necessarily call it boss battle, but well, he is the boss, so I guess it is kind of a boss battle. So yeah, so who's this that comes through my place of business, killing my employees? We heard you took our little brother and sister. Where are they? Good heaven, need a better description than that. My men have harvested dozens of little brats in this region. Quite good hunting grounds. Already sent most of them south to the slave market, I know though. Since your hunt for your kin is fruitless, how about you clear off and save your own lives? Either that or I force you to lick up all the blood you've spilled here with your tongues. Or you and I could sell this one. So you can choose to duel. I like to go with don't, because then you can kill them all. I'm just, I like to clear an area. And also the fact that I don't even need to do the fighting. I can just let them do it all. I can maybe cut in every now and then, but there you go. There we go. We've won. All of them are dead. Gained 2.7 renown. That's nice. So what we're going to do now is... well, I recognize defeat when I see it. If I'm going to be your captive, let me introduce myself. I'm Radagos. You haven't cut my throat yet, which was a wise move. I'm sure I can find a way to make it worth more to you, alive than dead. You better help us get our brother and sister back, or you'll swing from a tree. Oh, you'll need my help, alright, if you want to get them back alive, that is. See, my boys have some pretty specific instructions about what to do if there's a rescue attempt. Shall we get back on the road? Remember, if I drop dead of exhaustion or drown in some river, that's it for your little dears. I don't expect a cozy palanquin now, but you'd best not make it too hard a trip for me. Okay, so, yeah, there we go. Again, that doesn't matter because I don't think those become my prisoners after the fact, so we'll see, but I don't think so. Yeah, I just getting too trigger happy there. I have a better idea. We'd have a better chance if we split up now. I'll take Radagos and go find the slave market and look for a way to free the children. However, we must be careful not to endanger their lives, and it could be better to just buy them. We need to have our purses full for that, though. I need to take these men with us. Radagos is a slippery one. Another one of getting away. So you want me to raise the money to ransom the little ones? Indeed. I'll have to find a way to do that. Maybe this bronze thing can help. And the bronze thing, it's pretty much the main story. Turns out it's something to do with a flag. Or a banner, something like that. Yeah, Tactius said it could be worth a fortune to the right person. If you manage not to get killed, if he's telling the truth, you must be careful. Never reveal that you have it, but try to understand its value and how it can be sold. Oh yeah, we gotta come up with our family name. Yeah, I think there's only one way to go with this. There we go. Okay, flag. Because I'm a stickler for Roman stuff. Even though I know it's more Byzantine than Roman. Although if I went with red, there we go, that's Roman. Okay, now we've got tutorials over. We're now free to explore Calradia. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go all the way up here. Because this is where I want to get my first lot of troops. Valandian infantry is really good because two of their forms are basically cavalry. Just gotta be careful not to be caught here. And what I'm doing here is obviously I'm fast forwarding it, so I'll get there quicker. But that doesn't protect me from the looters and what have you, and they will try and attack me. Okay. And I think we're nearly there. Yeah. Okay. I managed to dodge them. I was lucky. Okay. Okay. No troops. Sometimes the cities don't have the troops, and sometimes you gotta look around. Often you can get them inside of the villages like this, and there we go. Just recruit a bunch of them. I'm gonna max out on Finlandian infantry just because it's a good way to go. Okay. Bloody hell. There we go. As I say, you've got to kind of go around, go to different places, different villages, different cities and places like that. Sometimes you might even get some of the more rare troops. One of the really good troops that you can get with the Valandians is called the Squires, and they become the Swardian Knights eventually, and they are ridiculously broken. But they are quite expensive. What can I already get? No. I have to check this. I can already get 40. What? No, that's how? I'm already clan. How am I? I never get the clan tier 2 this easily. That's crazy. Okay, well my plans have changed a bit. I'm gonna get some sturgeons as well. They're over here, and they become really good horse archers. Well, horse spear throwers, but I think they're lumped in with the horse archers. No, there's no one here. Well, there is, but when they're grayed out like this, it means you have to be a certain relation to the people in the town. Okay, hopefully this place has some. One. Okay. Nope. Not getting lucky. Want 20 of these, and then actually, I'll try that next if I don't get lucky in Garland. Okay, so I only need 2 more. Okay. I got more than I wanted there. Oh well. 22 Finlandians it is. And then when I go over here, let me. What's it doing? Okay, that's not what I want to do. I don't think it's gonna let me go there for whatever reason. If I go this way, on the plus side now, something that I don't have to worry about is oh god, apparently. Okay, I will stop off somewhere and get some food because my people are starving. It would have been helpful had I got some food first. Oh, okay. What do they have? Grain. How much of that can I afford? Don't want that much. That'll do. Okay, get over there. Be able to get some troops there. Yeah, lots of looters here. They'll keep. I do want to try and find the bigger parties of looters, though you can get some really big ones. I remember running into a party of 42 and they were ridiculous. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, I can't afford any more troops. Okay, never mind. Change of plan. Let's go and kill some looters. It's a good way to make money. If you can catch one, that is. There we are. Okay, so that's what I tend to do. I know I outnumber them, but I just think it's more strategically sound to make them do all the work, make them come to you, and then get into a fight. In fact, I'll scout out and see where they are. Oh, that's a tree, Jordan. Well done. Okay, there they are. And there we are. And there we go. Total enemy wipe. Gone. Okay, so yeah, this is where you can upgrade your troops. To go with the cavalry route, you have to go with footmen. And with the sturgeons, you go woodsman. Basically, your woodsmen end up becoming horse archers. What do I have in my inventory at the minute? It takes a while for the inventory screen to load up. Okay, okay, I just have grain. God. Need to do something about that. Let's go hunting for some looters. Or bandits. so whatever, we find. Oh, I say that, and then there's a group of looters right there, and it's a good sized party. Oh, alright. Yeah, I can hire looters, but I don't really want to do that because you can't upgrade them unless you have the disciplinarian perk. Okay, yeah. So, again, but I put my bowman behind. Don't want to get them into a position in combat. They're actually throwing shit at me. Okay. And then just get my troops charging them. Oh. Ah, come on. There we go. Alright, so, what can we do? Okay, upgrade them a footman, get some more woodmen. I think I've got enough money now where I could potentially hire some more sturgeons, which I think I will do. Let's pick up everything that I've got there. Means there's more food in there as well, grain and cheese, which would be handy. Yeah, let's go. Go here. Okay. Yeah, again, get my bowman there. Then you just get my normal infantry just being on the defense. I know I outnumber my enemy, but at the same time, I just think it's good tactics. No, I'm not letting just one get away. Okay, so there we are. Again, upgrade those, and that one can already become infantry. Okay, there we go, I think we're done there. Pick up all this stuff, again there's more food in there I think. Yep, meat, grapes, dates. So now I'm up to 11 food. But I'm seriously hemorrhaging money, I need to start doing things to make money. Okay, so there we have it. I think we'll end this video here today. There will be more. This is a series that I want to kind of play and share with you guys. So, I hope you enjoy this video. Please hit like and subscribe. I know I don't have a camera yet, but it is on the way. So that's something that, again, you know, you'll be able to see my lovely face someday. But that's all for now. So hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.